Okay, today we are going to discuss about emerging ethical issues in organization. Okay? Emerging ethical issues in organization. The ethical issues which are emerging to the society. What are we discussing today?
Emerging ethical issues in organization.
What does it mean? The ethical issues which are emerging
in the
organization and which can impact the society, right? So whatever we are going to talk, everything should be from social impact perspective. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, then the point is ethical leadership. Okay? How can you maintain your leadership from ethical point of view? Okay? Since leaders serve as role models for others, their action is subject to scrutiny. What does it mean? For example, I'm the leader. I'm the leader of the company, of this class, for example. So, my actions will be followed by hundreds of people, hundreds of employees, or for example, okay? So my actions or my activities should be scrutinized, should be justified. If I am wrong, maybe I can convey the wrong message to the
other
employee. Have you got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then issues in corporate governance. What is corporate governance? The corporate body. The corporate body, right? Top level management or directors level, right? The level of directors. Okay. Ensuring that the business is being properly managed. The business is being properly managed. Who does this? The governing body, of course.
The top management.
Got it? Okay. And that the decisions made by its senior management are the best interest of shareholders and stakeholders. The decisions that made by the senior management, which we just told this before, right? Senior management are the best interest of shareholders. Whatever they are acting, something which should be benefited to the shareholders and stakeholders. That means whatever they are doing, governing corporate governance or governing body, that could be reflected to the shareholders' benefit, and which will maximize or which will contribute to maximize the shareholders' wealth, which is the ultimate goal of a financial management or organizational management, whatever, however you say. Okay? Is that clear about these things? So this is emerging. If any mistake happens in between these things, it will be serious consequence later on to the shareholders' benefit. Who are the stakeholders? What is the difference between shareholders and stakeholders? Do you know about this?
Yeah, stakeholder, those who are involved with my company, for like customers,
Stakeholder.
managers,
Okay.
stakeholders, and shareholders are
And even media.
media. Yeah,
Media is
government,
also an important stakeholder for a company. And then shareholders?
shareholders, those who invest in my business and buy some ownership.
Perfect.
Ownership.
Very good. Clear?
Stakeholder का side में तो stakeholder.
Stakeholder, whoever are involved in the business. For example, media is involved, right, to convey the message from the company to the employee. So they are the stakeholder. They are playing a critical role to the company.
Shareholders से जो invest.
Shareholders, you could be the shareholder of a company. If you buy a share, issued share by the corporation, okay? And which are the listed by the stock exchange. Okay, then we are moving to ethical issues in information technology, sorry. Okay, information technology. So, what do you think about the ethical issues that involve in information technology? What would be the ethical issues in information technology that we are using daily, right? In daily basis. So what could be?
So theft, data theft.
Privacy, right?
Privacy.
Privacy. For example, you are using Facebook, for example. So you need to have the privacy when using the Facebook or social media accounts or something like that. So this is very important things to be noted. Privacy. So for example, I'm using ERP, right, to maintain all those things like students' attendance or lectures or blah 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 blah, whatever it is. Even the marking, right, for midterm final exams. So if it is biased or it is violated, corrupted, what will be happening? Everything will be blasted, right? You guys will write, attack me on those ways. Where is my result? Where is my attendance? That is supposed to be happening, right? So online privacy has become an issue as companies sort out the ethical and management issues. Online privacy has become an issue for companies sort out the ethical management. For example, who does this? Does this misinterpretation or misuse of online system? Who does this? From technical point of view,
Manager.
this so-called corrupted management. For example, you are the manager of a company, so you want to hack those things or you want to share those things with others for your self-benefit. For example, like conflict of interest that we discussed before. So this is the issue actually that is happening on daily basis. So what happened that time? If you explore the important information, if you convey wrongly the significant information to the other companies, and they can be benefited from those misleading information, of course, misguided. They can be misguided. So this existing company where this management exists will be disrupted. Okay? So there is a possibility to lose their benefit, to lose their productivity, to lose their profitability, to lose everything actually. If ethics or ethical point of view is not there, is not present in the company, then the company will be in danger. How about the next point? Management can address this issue by posting privacy policy on the web. Management can address this issue by posting privacy policy on the web. So what is happening actually regularly? Management can address this issue. Management can address this issue on their website to read. I mean, for everyone, for the shareholders to read, to get the benefit from this exposed information. If there is anything missing or anything misleading, misguided information, then the shareholders will. We are the shareholders, maybe. We are going to invest the specific company, right? So we simply rely on the information that is published in the website. So this is a term, there is a term called asymmetric information. You can know it. If you want to share a business, share a company, if you want to buy a share in a company, then asymmetric information can be happening. You can face to receive asymmetry of information, which can misguide you to invest in a proper way, to invest in a right share, right company. Why asymmetry information happen? This unethical, this corrupted management are getting extra benefit from this by misleading or misguiding their shareholders who are actually intended to invest in this specific company. You understand? So once you misguide it, you will technically select the wrong company to be invested. and they are getting the money, and you cannot synchronize those systems and your intention to invest to make your benefited from this. I mean, if you don't get benefit, if you don't get profit, or don't get the dividend, so-called dividend by investing the share, you will not be benefited, right? If and another way, there are two ways, right? Getting the benefit from the buying shares. What are them? One is getting dividend from the share. Another one is share price maximization. Once the price of the share is increased, then you will be benefited when you are going to sell the shares in the secondary market. Got my point? So if this information is misleading, then you will be finished. But who will get the benefit from this?
The management.
So-called unethical management. So, clear. Medical and financial data can be reviewed and corrected. Medical and financial data can be reviewed and corrected. This medical information is important for a patient in a hospital industry. Hospital providers or hospital service providers, I would say. So, medical information is very much important. For example, nowadays the technology is employed to the system like blockchain technology, which can maintain the privacy to the medical data or financial data. But for this circumstance, these two institutions or any sort of organization has to employ those systems, and they should facilitate employees to train them properly to use or to be adopted into this system. Simply, for example, you are employing those blockchain technology into your company to maintain the privacy from ethical point of view, right? But you are not trained, so how can you conduct, how can you operate those systems? Okay, so this is important thing. This is called technological advancement into the organization, into the company, financial company or any sort of organizations. Okay? So medical reports, financial data information can be reviewed and corrected with the information technology, right? I mean, this is all about the information, and maintaining the privacy is all about the technology. So together we can say information technology, right? And if you make it correctly, then it will be ethical. If it's not, it will be barbad. How about social responsibility? The set of obligations an organization has to protect and enhance the society in which it functions. The set of obligations, social responsibility. We are talking about social responsibility in general from organizational point of view perspective. Okay, the set of obligations. Just think about these keywords. The set of obligations an organization has to protect. So the responsibility of the organization is to protect the obligations and enhance the society in which it functions. It's all about social impact. Okay, social responsibility refers to social impact. Simply that we discussed, that we have already discussed before, right? Areas of social responsibility. Which area actually we can work on? Stakeholders, they have the big role to play to maintain the social impact.
Yes, sir.
So they have also two options to follow. Ethical options, unethical options. If they mislead the information, then the society will be corrupted. Because they are trying to convey the wrong message to the society. For example, Sakib's wife is no more. Sakib Al Hasan's wife is no more. Or she is getting married to other boy, guys. What would be happening? He is a leading personality in the society right now. True. Though it should not be happening, but we are following him. So this can be the way to misguide this information. So this is stakeholder. For example, I am talking about the media partner. Media partner is always stakeholders for everything. Okay? Even for us. Through this. The natural environment. Areas of social responsibility. The natural environment. How could we maintain this natural environment? How can we work to maintain the green financing, green things, green initiatives? We are now working something different rather than working on green initiatives. We are destroying green things, right? So this is really bad. This is really insignificant to the environment. So once this environment is damaged or destroyed, the society will be destroyed accordingly. Indirectly, but accordingly. If you think it deeply, then you can realize how we are destroying the society by destroying the environment. So, what would be the things from the organizational perspective? So, organization should employ the rules and regulations which can benefit the national environment security. For example, I am investing somewhere or some projects that can contribute to the green initiatives. You understand?
Kind of CSR.
For example, CSR, corporate social responsibility. The investment is also investment. Okay?
Organizational reputation.
Ethical investment. There are three kinds of investment. One is ethical investment, green investment, and four types of social, corporate social responsibility investment, ethical investment, green investment, and Islamic investment. What is called? Ethical, social investment. These all together we can say Islamic financial. For example, nowadays Islamic financial system is, revelation. Going revelation, right? So they are working on these four methods of financing. These four are called together sustainable finance. I'm also working in an alternative method, alternative model of conventional financial system, which is Islamic financial system, but this is not as usual financial system that we are having right now. This is an alternative model, which is working with social finance, CSR, corporate social responsibility, ethical finance, and social finance. Okay, with the non-interest based functions. But where these financing comes from, what are the sources of financing to invest this project? If it is Islamic, if we use the term Islam, then it could be happen from zakat, of course, donation, sadaqah. Zakat is mandatory. Donation is optional. This is also sadaqah. Donation. Okay. Private investment. You are intended to invest somewhere, so it's up to you where you invest. In an ethical investment or in unethical investment. In an interest-based investment or non-interest-based investment. And social finance. Sorry. And what else? No. Social corporate financing. Okay. For example, you are the leader of this society. For example, so you are collecting the funds from everyone, and you want to invest somewhere which can contribute to the society.
Society.
This is called social responsible investment. CSR. Okay? So technically combined or collectively you are contributing to the society. Okay? And this is also ethical point of view, ethics. Your intention is ethical, right? Or your intention is, accumulating the money. No. Your objective should be asset allocation, not asset accumulation. This is a very good point to be discussed. You understand? Your objective should not be asset
accumulation
rather than resource allocation. Perfect. Then towards general social welfare, technically we discuss this point. Now, is this clear? This slide is clear? I'm trying to employ some real life examples so that you can comprehend in a better way. Okay? So what are the organizational stakeholders? This figure depicts the organizational stakeholders. Who are actually involved to the organization? Creditors, customers, local community, suppliers, employees, interest groups, trade associations, owners or investors. Okay? Investors are technically shareholders. Owners are already shareholders, principal shareholders and shareholders. Course. Whenever you want to go for the justification or some law rules and regulations issues, then you have to go for ethics to the court. Then colleges and universities, of course. If these are organizations, if you consider them organizations, right? And then foreign government, state or federal government, local government. This is from US government.
Society, sir.
In US there are foreign government, state and federal government and local government as well, because they used to maintain the state system and creditors.
Sir, এখানে কি সোসাইটি অপশনটা কেন রাখা যায়? সোসাইটি অপশনটা কেন? স্টেক হোল্ডার তো বলতে সেটা হচ্ছে যে
For example, their society. They all are involved in society. We all are society. For example, your name is different, like you are students, but you are society. I'm a faculty member of IUS, but I am a society. Because we are representing society to the world. You understand? If I am unethical, then I am unethically represent my society. If I am ethical, then I am ethically represent my society to the world. So it's up to you how you should show your ethical views, ethical visions to the world, to the social welfare. Virus, is that okay for you? You are not laughing for it, right? Okay. Arguments for and against social responsibility. What are the arguments for and against social responsibility? So for and against social responsibility. Okay, for, what are the for? Because organizations create many of the problems such as air and water solution. It should not be solution, it should be pollution. Okay, mistakenly maybe, I don't know. And resource depletion that we discussed. They should play a major role in solving them. This is for social responsibility. What is against social responsibility? Widening the interpretation of social responsibilities will undermine the US economy by detracting from basic missions of business. This is from US, but what they try to say, they say if you are heavily involved in promoting social responsibilities other than impacting to the society. It will be problem. It will benefit you, but not to the society at all. You are just focusing the rules and regulations to maintain the social responsibility rather than working something for them. For example, we used to, would love to talk more rather than working. You understand? We'd love to talk rather than working something, rather than creating some impact. These are the real scenario actually that you have to point out, okay? Arguments for and against social responsibility, same thing but in a different dimension, okay? Social responsibilities and arguments for the social responsibility, okay? Do you see from there? Business creates problem and should therefore help solve them, okay? Business creates problem and should therefore help solve them. This is arguments for social responsibility. You have to find out, you have to trace out the problems and then just go for the solution. Okay. Corporations are citizens in our society, should be. It should be. Business often has the resources necessary to solve the problem. Business often has the resources. They have resource to do something better for the society. Business has the resource. They have money, cash. They can contribute to the society with the social welfare projects. For example, green initiatives, right? Renewable energy. Renewable energy. Hey, what happened, man?
Actually, my leg just swelled yesterday.
Uh-oh. Did you see doctor?
No, sir.
You have to go there.
Sir, actually, time ছিল না কালকে অ্যাক্সিডেন্টের পর স্যার মানে হাসপাতালে দিতে স্যার বৃষ্টিতে
Wish you get well soon, inshallah. Okay, business is a partner in our society along with the government and general population. Business is a partner. Business should be partner. The society. They should have some collaborative programs with the society and their benefit. Okay, I'm doing something for your benefit, but of course I need to get some benefit from you as well. Give and take. Theory. The theory of give and take, right? Then what? Along with the government and general population. Of course, government should help them to make the solution. To solve this problem, right? And then the general population, that I told you. So aren't they part of society? Government? Population?
Yes,
Business? So they should work together for the social welfare. Who are them?
partner, government, and
No, first business,
business.
then general population, and then government should employ some rules and regulations, at least support with their speech, positive speech to the society. Motivational speech, you would say, right? They should motivate business so that they can contribute to the society. This is how these three elements can work together for the social welfare. You understand? Arguments for the society, social responsibility. And then, what could be the against social responsibility? The purpose of business in US society to generate profits for owner. So, in the capitalistic area, in the capitalistic period, we are living in capitalistic period, right? So, what is the motive of them, of this theory? To maximize profit, to maximize shareholders' wealth, rather than maximizing social welfare. social benefit. This is beyond the sustainable development goals. Okay, which is Barney we should write, right? You understand? So this is again social responsibility. Social responsibility means you have to go for wealth allocation rather than accumulating the wealth. Okay? And number 2, involvement in social programs gives business too much power. They are arranging some social programs to connect people, to connect society with them, to have the maximum benefit from them. Okay. So what else? Arguments against social responsibility. We finished this point, right? Okay. There is potentials for conflicts of interest that we have discussed several times in our previous lectures. Do you remember conflict of interest? Agency problem. Agency problem, principal and agent problem. The problem between agent and principals and agent. Who are the agent? Principal is recruiting this agent, of course, for principal's benefit, right? But agent sometimes
see their own
benefit. Yeah. Very good point. And then number 4, and the last one, not the least. Business lacks the Business lacks the expertise to manage social programs. Business lacks the expertise to manage social programs. That means if you want to connect society or social people to your business, you need to be expert, you need to be trained, you need to be well organized. So it's really hard to find those people or these kind of people to be incorporated into the system. It's really hard. For example, we have caliber to do something special, but we don't have any caliber to incorporate social or society to our business for maximizing social welfare. This is a very big issue. So this expertise, we need to have this expertise into the business, organization, so that we, the organizational system, the organizational people, can contribute to the society for the well-being to the society. Okay? Is this clear? This slide is clear to you? Any question? No questions? Organizational approaches to the social responsibility. There are 3 methods of organizational approach. There are 3 approaches actually that could be employed to the social responsibility. Peter, okay? What are them? Defensive stance, accommodative stance, and proactive stance. You can go for these 3, any one of these, okay? So how is it? Let's talk about this thing. Defensive stance, in which an organization does everything that is required of it legally but nothing more. For example, you are intended to save yourself from ethical point of view. For example, I am ethical, I need to show myself ethical. For example, if I want to give you a real example, for example, I am a pious person. I used to maintain religious things, right? For example, so what I do, usually I pray 5 times salah. For example, so you are in the safe position, you are in the defensive position. But what? I mean, your responsibility is like that, just only this?
No.
Is this your only responsibility to do
No.
in a day? You have to motivate some other people to pray. But you are rightly in the defensive stance, but nothing more. So, if we connect or correlate this point of view to the organization, then we could see the businesses, the organizations used to manage, used to speak something different, something motivational to the society, but they are doing nothing actually. They are just showing we are intended to do everything for you, but we are not doing anything to you. I mean for you actually. Got the point? After that, accommodative stance. What is that? In which an organization meets its legal and ethical obligations and also goes beyond these requirements in selected cases. What? Organization meets the legal and ethical obligations, they already meet it, and also goes beyond these requirements in selected cases. They have the standard to do something for the society. They have intention to
Do something.
contribute something to the society, but they are doing it for some specific cases where they can get benefit, where they have link to do something. For example, I'm a mayor. This is my society to work on, but I am working the place where I live. I'm emphasizing my ethical issues, my legal issues to the place where I live.
So is it called?
Don't I have any responsibility to do other places where my people lives, who actually elected me to do this job?
Yes, sir.
You understand my point?
Yes, sir.
So why cannot we call directly if there's nothing unethical?
No, this is not unethical. Technically unethical, but it is accommodative stance. Now it's up to you how you look at it. But in theoretically, this is called accommodative stance. Like it is also hypocrisy. We can say it's hypocrisy. Why? Because you are showing that you are doing something to the society, but actually you are doing some specific areas, not all. So sometimes you are not giving the right to other people rather than giving some benefits to the specific people.
So there's the mean I'm doing CSR, but my motive is to promote my
Promote some
corporation.
specific areas, okay? And then proactive stance. What does it mean? How it works? In which an organization views itself as a citizen in a society and proactively seeks opportunities to contribute to that society. You understand? They have the opportunity to contribute to the society and they are doing it. Okay? Citizen in a society. They are acting like a citizen of the society. Okay? They are doing something. They are showing they are legal, but they are doing nothing. They have the authority, they have the standard to do something, but they are doing, of course they are doing, but they are doing in some specific areas, selected areas, but not all places. Okay? That they're supposed to do. But in proactive stance, they have authority, they have standards to do something, and they are doing it accordingly. This is the figure that you can see, but this is nothing actually. This is obstructionist stance, which we did not discuss in the previous slide. This is like you have nothing and you are not doing anything. You have nothing and doing nothing as well. You understand? And this is defensive that we discussed. This is accommodation, accommodative, and proactive. Lowest to highest scale. Nothing else, okay? Approaches to the social responsibility. Have you got the point? So far clear?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. We have many slides. Okay, we can finish it here, okay? So this is the end of our class today.